What's up, everyone? This is Dyana Rozay. Welcome to the channel. I was sitting here talking away. If you guys can hear me, put a one in the chat or put your city in the chat so I can give you a shout out. Welcome, 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 everybody. We are talking about a couple of things today, but come on in, come on in. It is good to see everyone. Let me get your names up here. Brittany, what is up? Hey, Linda Gamble. Hey, Cookie. Hey, Soul Star. Anybody that you see with a wrench behind their name, they are here to make sure that you have a good time in the chat. Those are our moderators. They are spending their Thursday night on the platform with us, okay? And just making sure that you guys have a good time. I'm okay with different opinions. We're not supposed to be the same, okay? If we were the same, we'd still be back in the dinosaur ages, all right? But we're not. We're not, because people have different opinions, and those different opinions come together and, hopefully it will enlighten some. But I just ask that you are not, don't be cruel to people. Everybody here is adults, so be an adult. No need to call anyone names or act out or any of that craziness. Don't die on the vine over here, in other words, okay? Don't die on the vine over here. I had a lot of people, they got the block button over the weekend, for Pete's sake. Oh, come on in, come on in. What's up, New York? What's up, Atlanta? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all know that story that has been going around about Martell, okay? Whatever. If you guys follow me on a regular basis, I have said so many times, not only on this YouTube platform, but also on my Facebook platform. I've said it in my members only. I say we got to be careful with some of those stories, right? Because there's a lot of protests and people want to see real change on the show. But if somebody goes with a story that isn't true and you are going as hard for the untrue story as you are for the true story, then that lets, the executives know, we don't have to take them too seriously. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. I say that all of the time, right? Hit that like button. Thank you, please, and thank you. What's up, Wisconsin? Wisconsin, what's up? But anyway, I swear to y'all, I thought I was doing the right thing. I was like, listen, these stories haven't been verified. We have to be careful. They're not verified. We haven't heard from nobody on the, show. Nobody from OWN Network. Nobody said anything. So let's just keep it cool for a little bit, right? And then I try to come back out and say, let's think about that. What would happen if it was us? Then I even tried to do a little deductive reasoning with y'all. I was like, listen, think about the story now. If he was locked up, it'd be crazy to see him on Monday with the kids. Now, I don't know what's true, what's false, but it'd be crazy to see him with the kids, because 24-hour hold, 72-hour hold, you're not going back to that normal routine until somebody says you're good, especially with the stories that came out. But anyway, there's some of y'all who are watching from the bushes, from the mountains, from across the street. I don't give a damn wherever it is. And you're not able to talk tonight. And that's okay, because you don't come on my platform acting crazy when I never gave y'all that story. I was telling you the entire time, pull back, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. And I got cussed out for that. And then I got cussed out for, you're telling us the wrong story. Boo, I never told you any story. Never, never, never. Good evening, good evening. But I do enjoy it, okay? I do enjoy it. It's okay. Sometimes, this is the Love and Marriage Huntsville Chitlin circuit. I'm going to say I'm a part of it. I'm a part of it for sure. For sure. We report on all things Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people pull back for the most part. We report on things Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sometimes you get good stories. Sometimes you get not so good stories. Why they got to be across the street? Wherever they are, listen, they could be in the attic, peeping down, got the little curtain pulled to the side. They don't think that we can see them, but we can. We can see them in the window, looking out the blinds. What's up, kicking it with Courtney? She said, listen, I never thought it was true myself. She said, take me out of this mess. Queen's Jaja, what is up? She said, I missed that drama, okay? Well, it's true. Yes, the Chitlin circuit. That's what we're called. That I'm affectionately call us the Chitlin circuit, because again, it's just a handful of us, and we talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville quite a bit, right? So y'all get all types of stories. So I'll take responsibility for that part because I've shared some stories that didn't have anything to do with the show, for sure. Oh, Gigi said, I don't care. Not my problem. Listen, 168 of you are watching, so I hope that you hit the like button from the attic, from across the street, from wherever. It doesn't matter. Just hit that like button, okay? Let's see. Hey, ya DR. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, hey. He's not locked up, but I doubt he will have the kids. Well, listen, I've seen people share information and have it confirmed by people in the know all the time. All the time. This happened to have been a story that just kind of floated out there for a little bit. And it didn't. We don't know. Let's just put it that way. We don't know. But the two stories, the two versions of the stories were so starkly different, so drastically different that it was like, oh, well, which one of these are true? Because they're not even a little bit the same. But I can tell you if the real story is that they didn't even go to court, we can start there. Because people follow that court roster and it'll tell you the date they're supposed to be there, but it does not tell us if there's a cancellation or anything like that. So, you can fall down that rabbit hole real quick. Real quick. What's up, LaDon? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see y'all coming in and coming through to support. 186 of you are watching right now, so go ahead and hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. Okay. Let's see. I can actually show my face so I can, let y'all see what I'm working with over here. If I can find the banner. Oh, here it is. Oh, I still got it covered up. How about that? Okay. Here we go. Welcome, y'all. Put on a little lipstick today. And I am burning up too. So I feel like I'm sweaty, but I gotta turn the air on for Pete's sake. Thank you, Linda. Keep track of them likes for us. 113 of you have hit the like button so far, but there's still several of you who haven't. So make sure you hit the like button, okay? It costs absolutely nothing. Nothing. Hello, hello, hello. So let me get a couple of things out the way. We're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and what's coming up. It is coming back on our TV screens on May 4th, Saturday, May 4th, at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I think that's what it is. The prime time. Okay, the prime time slot. And the pictures came out today. There's been a couple of stories that came out today, so I'm going to share those with y'all. So we will see. Shots fired early. What shots were fired, girl? Tell me. Are you talking about what I was saying? I hope I didn't shoot no shots. I wasn't making fun of anybody or talking bad about anybody. I was just saying, child, we all have some things. You know what I'm saying? We all get some bad tea every once in a while. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Child, I be out there doing my walks and stuff, trying to get this body right. Thank you. Love the hat. Let's see, all your earrings. Oh, you like these? These are my little red tassels today. That's what I'm wearing today. So come on in. Now, number one story that has come out today is that Apollo Nida, Phaedra's ex-husband, y'all all remember that crazy story that came out where he got caught on the Ring camera with another woman. He is married. He has children with this new woman. He has children with Phaedra. He was walking around feeling brand new again because he had an opportunity to go on Married to Medicine and sit behind Phaedra as the baby daddy and, enjoy a little bit of celebrity. He thought, he would be able to come back, maybe make some guest appearances on Married to Medicine. But damn it. Turns out Apollo got his ass arrested back in March. So March 11th, when all of that stuff may have gone down, it sounds like he might have got a little handsy at home with wifey. Shireen, I believe it's her name, did say that it was domestic violence. And he got thrown in a pokey. That's right. So a lot of people have been salivating after Apollo these last couple of days because he's been doing his little rounds and doing interviews on different channels talking about what's up. And God forbid, I think he really was excited. He was on a couple of different channels talking about things, his expertise, how to make money after you get out of jail, all kinds of stuff, child. But that didn't look good. Uh-oh, somebody said no children with the second wife, but she does have a child. Okay, thank you for correcting that. No children with the second wife. I was not aware of that, because he speaks of the children as all his children. So I know that they've been together for a little while, but I think he just got out. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe. Um, let's see. He ain't ish, and he has anger issues. Well, yeah, it did bring back the flashback of him chasing, or trying to chase anyway. Phaedra's a little woman. But Phaedra stood in that damn driveway or in that garage like, I wish you would. You think you're going to jail now? I will hook up some things. Okay. And she just stood there, and he tried to threaten her with that drill. I'll never forget it. And she was like, Apollo, what did she say? Go ahead with that. Okay. Get away from me with that, Apollo. That was a bad day. But she stood there, and she really was, even in that moment, protective of him. She was telling his friend, you better get him. Like, come on, make this happen. And I was like, damn. I think the cameramen, I think everybody else in that garage was scared as hell. They were like, should I call the police now? You want me to call the police now? She was like, no, I got it. Let's see. He likes to be seen as a Mitch, clearly. Okay, but that's what came out today. So we will see if there's anything more. It looks like he bailed out same day. She may have bailed him out. And from what reports are saying, kind of made it seem real light, like it wasn't that big of a deal. You call the police, it's a big deal, boo. And that's a problem if he's on probation. Well, dang, Apollo, not domestic V. Phaedra told him to go away from me with that, Apollo, for sure. Okay, what's up, Bad Apple? Thank you for coming in. Okay, that was the first story that I wanted to share with y'all. Let's see, and then let's see. Mr. Carlos King cannot keep his name out of the social media cycle. It has been in there for weeks now. It's still in there. It looks like there was an interview done today with Miss Winter. I think she wants to be called Winter Harris. Hopefully I'm saying it right, child. She changed her name. I don't recall. I've watched Love and Marriage DC first, second, and this third season. I was actually waiting for the last season come out. What's premiering right now? I was waiting for it. So when it took that break, I was like, well, what the hell is going on? Because second season was dope, or the second half of the first season was pretty good, and I was waiting for it to come back. I am a fan of Monique Samuels, who the show was actually, I guess, based around. But baby, when you saw Monique and Chris on screen, you knew that they didn't like each other, or at least one of them didn't like the other one, child. Monique didn't seem to like Chris anymore. Chris is a very traditional man. He wants his babies. He wants his wife to be in the house cooking, doing the certain things. And Monique has been trying to get out the house for a minute. When she was on Potomac, all Chris was saying was, you better give me another baby. Like, he was saying that in real life. I want 2 more babies, and then you can think about doing whatever it is you want to do. But right now, I want you to put them babies out there. Beautiful children, by the way. The prettiest babies ever. But she's finished her baby making, and she said, this don't work for me anymore. She was ready to go, and she left. So first season, she recognized she should not be on that show anymore. I think she said it was some contract issues, but I think all of us was happy to see that she was going to take that off screen, because it was really hard to watch, and we knew there was going to be absolutely no resolution with whatever her and Chris were doing, except for divorce court. They did a false alarm with that they were getting divorced. I guess they were separated, and they came out and, was like, we don't want people looking at us under a microscope. Go ahead with that. Me and Chris are working this off on our own. The cast had no connection off camera before the show aired. Really? So they only knew Monique. Is that it? Because I think that's where everybody was casted. They started meeting up with each other. However, I brought all that up to say, Winter had a horrible first season. If you guys watch first season, she clearly was going through something too. She mentioned that when she was on the Queen Sheba interview, that her and her husband were going through things and she didn't even want to film. And then she was like, talked into it and thought maybe it's not a bad idea. But if y'all went back and y'all listened to my review for that first season, I was like, she presented as a very eccentric woman, and she just had a different energy than the rest of the cast. Irena and Ashley were real cool at the time. And I think it opens with Winter doing her book tour thing or introducing her book. And I remember the lady sitting there looking at her like, what the hell is going on with her hair? Because she had more than half of her head shaved. She had one side long and no hair at all from like the side all the way to the top of her head. And they were like, it definitely looks like she's going through something, because she was talking about going through a divorce and, being with ain't shit men, basically. However, child, she was still holding on to a lot that happened to her that first season, because she was getting it from the men, she was getting it from the women, and all of the cast. Everybody found her to be, I guess, a difficult personality. Their personalities were clashing. So someone just said that none of them knew each other. It was obvious that their personalities were clashing, all of it, with Winter in particular. The Silvas and the Tylers seemed to be okay. Winter, no, not at all. Second season, or the second half of the season, I should say, that it seemed to be more the same. And by the time it was done, I remember on the reunion, I want to say that Winter said something like, I was told, or that she knew, not sure if she was told or she knew for sure, right? That all of the husbands were having affairs, that she could give details. And that caused a thunderstorm, okay? Like everybody flipped the fuck out, everybody. And they flipped out on her. How dare you? You don't know us. What the hell are you doing? And then it just was like a fest, right? But she explains what happened, the aftermath of that. When you say, what? When you're not thirsty for camera time. I don't know if anybody remember that season. I do. LaDon said they didn't give her a chance. It was like I said, it was a personality clash. I don't know if she's ever had an opportunity to go back and look at it, because she is a very smart person. You can tell. You can tell she's a very smart person. And sometimes when you know that something, you feel like you had a trauma, you can't look at it. But she should look at it. She should go back and look at it. Because she didn't just have a hard time with the show, with the cast. She had a hard time with the fans too. I agree. I didn't like Winter, her first season, her first episode. She had a horrible jacket shirt. And that's why I said she should go back and look at it. Because she might, sometimes when you go through something and you don't, you feel like you lived it, but if you go back and look at it, it might give you a different perspective. But she did have a hard ass time, no doubt, 100%. Second season, or second half of the season, when they came back, it was pretty much the same. They were still trying to work on the fact that, or recover from the things that was said at the reunion. And then I think there was an issue with Irena and their son, Jason. Their son, Jason, who has, he's blind, right? Now, I know this because Winter came and dropped the tea off. I was like, oh my God. Apparently, Winter went and told Irena X, Y, and Z. Like, this person said this. And she was like, why are you taking any type of information from anybody about my child? And I was like, that is kind of weird. Now, I remember Winter sending me a message saying, I didn't try to just give her information about her child. I tried to do it in private, but she told me she wanted me to do it in front of the camera. So because of that, that's why that happened. And I feel like she's trying to make me out to be the bad guy. I just wanted to let her know what was being said. And I was like, oh, Winter is a little naive about how the reality TV group work. And right now that seems to be the crux of it. Like, I don't like this. This doesn't feel real to me. You motherfuckers are coming after me and making me look bad. And I don't need this. Okay. I know she said she was giving out the pay scale, which we've heard before, about 30,000 a season. Maybe a little less, but about 30,000 a season, 3 months worth of work, whatever they film, maybe 10 days out of the season. Some for it might be worth it for some, not worth it for her. And she says she was out E5. And we'll get to see what happens next. She did not, as of yet, she said she hasn't signed the contract to move forward with this Mother's Day thing that Carlos just dropped the day before or yesterday. This right here. He's still putting out that flyer, child. But she says she's not sure if she's going to move forward. So we'll see. Sometimes people just need a little space away from things, but it's still going on, in case anybody want to know, because I know that I heard Queen Sheba say she didn't watch the season. Well, the season is still more of the same, even though Winter says she actually liked how she handled herself this season. She's like, I was able to get my licks back. And she said that the producers promised her, we'll give you an opportunity to say and do certain things. And she did. It's what happened offline. That's awful. It looks like more conversations about who's having affairs, and it could really break up marriages if they weren't strong enough. So we'll see. They're accusing her of saying it. She said she didn't say it. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. She said the CK will be getting a 2-week notice. Well, hell, she's been giving him that notice for the last 6 weeks. So he got it. He got that notice, okay? He referenced it. He was like, I didn't hire you from Twitter, okay? I didn't hire you on Twitter. So I don't want you quitting on Twitter. Well, he already got the notice, child. And today was a bigger notice. Every time she talks about it, she gives him notice. So hopefully they'll get a chance to talk about it. If they don't, it is what it is. I actually respect that she said it's not for me and I'm not doing it anymore. And that's all you can do. Figure it out. If it's for you, it's for you. Because listen, nobody should be using reality TV as a full-time job. That's not your full-time gig, okay? Unless you are getting that Bravo money, okay? If you get your $2 million for 12 weeks worth of work, and not even 12 weeks worth of work, let me change that. 12 weeks of alleged production, okay? And maybe you come into them scenes about 10, 12 times, you good as hell. That's Gucci. That's the life you want to live. Okay. And then turn that into something else. Some are frauds and some are misunderstood. Okay, tell me what you mean by that, Queen Straja. I don't want to, I'm not sure I can guess at it. Thank you. 447 of you are on the page right now watching. So go ahead and hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Soul Star. You're sweet. I appreciate it. Listen, I do what I can. I do what I can. Okay. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So that was the other story. I just thought, this is crazy. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really like this season of Love and Marriage DC. I do like it. I actually was really, I actually liked Winter in the second half of the season when she had she was falling for Yusha. That you could just see the heart floating from her eyes. I was like, this girl is so cute. Like, she is really in love with this man. I liked that season and I wanted to see where it progressed, but they broke up. They broke up. So there's that. Let's see. They made her look bad. Shaking my head, they got us. What do you mean they made her look bad, Danny? Tell me what you mean. Because nobody, listen, I'll say this. That's why I said I want her to go back and look at it. It was just a personality clash. If they didn't know each other, they just weren't friends. They made her seem insufferable. No wonder she seemed so odd. She was basically blindsided. I think that she was not prepared for the show. I think that if you go back and listen, she said that I was promised that we were supposed to look, be showcasing businesses and things like that. And maybe she did not, from the person who invited her onto the platform, didn't understand, and it sounded like that would have been Monique, didn't understand that there is some element of drama and interaction that has to go there. And she wasn't prepared. And she does look shocked in some of the scenes when things are being said. She has a quick wit. She has a very, sometimes your mouth can say things, your eyes can say things that you may not realize you're saying. Maybe you think it's light, fun shade, but it can come off as being something else. Like when she called Ashley's husband fun-sized. Oh, I can't breathe. But baby, when she called Ashley's husband fun-sized, I was like, damn. That's a quick thing to say. And she wasn't taking it back. Okay. She said it a couple of times. So it's just one of those things when people don't know you, they don't know your sense of humor, and you do have a quick mouth or a quick tongue, it can wear on people a little bit. And she would have been excellent if she would have, if maybe she had a better understanding of what the platform was about. Maybe, maybe. Let's see. Pauline said, Queen, no one starts their show at 2 million. Oh, you're not lying. Oh, for sure. I totally understand. I mean, that was a starter show, right? That's the first pilot for the DC. That was a starter show. They are going to get the basics. I totally get that. I was not expecting her to get 2 million. I'm saying that people over on the Bravo platform, they're dealing with, it's a different scenario over there, right? And those shows are tried and true. The cast is tried and true. They got a formula that works. So if you're walking in on that show, you got to know what to expect because you're getting paid to perform. Like I said, so I get it. You don't trust the Tylers or the Pettys, excuse me. I really like them, but I understand not everybody's for everybody, child. Let's see. Danny said, no, you're right, but that fun size joke was gold, child. It was. It was. And I feel like I heard someone called him a pocket something. I don't know. It might not have been on this show, but it was not fun. I mean, listen, you know, the man does his thing. I like the Pettys, actually. I like Ashley. I still like Ashley. I like the Tylers. I thought their story is gold. I love their family. I love Jason. Like, I like the Tylers. I like the Pettys too. I thought they had a good story. And I was actually liking the storyline that Ashley is bringing this season, saying, listen, Quick is never here. I'm always going to events by myself. I really wanted to hear more of that. So I know that they're on the fence about whether or not they're coming back. I'm hoping that they come back. Okay. Thank you, Miss Cookie. If you are enjoying the platform, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this video, join, donate, all of that, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Anybody that you see with a purple wrench behind their names, those are the mods, and they are here to make sure that you have a good time, okay? Jason is my guy. Yes, Jason's fun. I love Jason. I love that the Tylers, I know everybody, again, they're all at war with each other, but for TV world, when we are watching families on TV, this is what you want to see. You want to see, I like to see the mama and how she interacts with the family and the kids. And it was wonderful to see Jason go off to the school or the college for the blind and learn how independent living, I think that's what he was doing. All of that was great. Like, that's the feel good stuff you want to see. But I also know there's things that happen on set that they have to take away and, you know, figure out how to deal with it. Unfortunately, they're dealing with it online, and it can mess up the energy for people watching. I know I butchered their names, but oh well. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So anywho, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, because that's what y'all came here for, child. So we're going to get into it. I got some pictures. Got some pictures while we talk. So let's see. Y'all got anything else to say? Queen's Jaja said that she agrees. Let's see. Dark and Lovely said, you like the Pettys or the Silvas? I like both. I like both. So when I watch a show, I like to see differences between people. I don't want everyone to be the same. I like how easy and relaxed Irena is. And one of the things I said, because Jamie seems like he is like high energy, you know what I'm saying? So when he comes on, I can tell that Raina is one of those people who likes to take things real easy and calm. And then she might have a little steel or something under the bed that she have to threaten somebody with, that they get a little too crazy. That's the energy she gives. I like the Pettys because I really think that Ashley has a strong personality, but Ashley is funny, and I like the dynamic between her and her husband. Quick, when he knows it is time to shut the hell up, he shuts the hell up. He does not play with Ashley. Don't try to push buttons. I like it. I like that. I like to see it. Let's just put it that way. And right now, I really do love Joy and Cliff. I think that they're a good couple too. I was into Black and Sherelle. I thought all of them had something to give. I like to see Black people. I like to see them different. I like to see Black women show up as different, people on TV, because when they put us together, we're always the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. Not that we're not all Black and beautiful, child, because we are. We're not. We have different personalities, and I think that it's good to show, different representations of us. Let's put it that way. I like to see. I like to see. Miss Winter, because I was like, she is really eccentric, and we need to see this Black eccentric woman on the show. She just didn't like to see herself right now. She didn't like to see herself, and that's okay. But I think if she goes back and look, it won't look as bad as she think it felt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even trying to take anything away from her. I just think that she probably feels embarrassed thinking that the audience feels a certain way about her. And everybody has a season. Sometimes people play a villain, and sometimes they play the angel on TV. You just got to you got to be comfortable with both. You got to be comfortable with being both. Let's see. The Petties are a snooze fest, and Jamie is problematic. Okay. Simone be like, if you ain't here, child, I don't want to talk to you about it. We'll see. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Okay, what else y'all got going on? 513 of you are watching, so make sure you hit the like button. Let's see. I like Joy and Cliff and the Petties. Okay. Okay, see? Every one of those people have different relationships. I'm telling you now, it's really good to see, and they're all, to me, really secure in their relationships. Tisha and Marceau, if they could have stayed Tisha and Marceau, it would have been great. But they switched up on us, and I didn't like it. I understand that they were getting talked about all the time, but they were never going to play up to the audience enough to make people feel different. They just needed to stand in their shit and continue on as being who they are. It felt the best. It was the best for us anyway. Let's see. The season is great, but the behind the scenes is tea. Yeah, the behind the scenes is a lot. I'm actually a little drained on the behind the scenes, but it is what it is at this point. Joy and Cliff are the Petties. Joy and Cliff are the Petties. Jamie and Raina are the Tyler. Quick and Ashley are the Silvas. Oh, okay. You're right. Sorry about that. Quick and Ashley are the Silvas. I may have said that wrong. Joy and Cliff are the Petties. Right. I forgot that because they kept calling them the petty couple. Well, people don't like Joy a lot, and they started not liking her from Ready to Love. Is that the season? They said they couldn't stand her there because of however she ended up with Cliff. Now, I can say that right now, when this season ends, Joy, Cliff, and Carmen are going to rule the season. They have been called a throuple, and we just found out that Carmen cannot stand Joy. She refers to her friendship with Joy's husband as he's a really good friend, but she does not like Joy at all. So how can you be really good friends with someone's husband, as a woman who used to try to date that man and not have respect for his wife? At least not enough respect to keep your damn mouth shut. Who talks like that? I thought that was a trash thing to do. And now I got my eye on her. Okay. I think it's trash, but I will be watching. I will be watching to see how this season ends. We already know how it ends because Carmen has been a part of the conversations that's been happening online, and she's been talking about the Petties. So it looks like she's not friends with either Joy or Cliff right now. But baby, when I tell you, she threw Joy all the way under the bus. It was ugly. Whether you like Joy or not, that was ugly. I wouldn't wish that for anybody's wife. That's disrespectful. I remember Joy and Cliff from Ready to Love. Okay. Yes, Joy was real. Yeah, I liked him. I like him. I also think that they're all really attractive. And I like to see, again, just attractive people on TV. The Petties and the Tylers for me. The Petties and the Tylers. Okay. So when I said I like the Petties and the Tylers, I also meant that I like the Silvas too when I was talking about Ashley. I just think they all have something different to offer. They really do. Let's see. That sounds like Dr. Simone and her husband. That's the first thing I thought of But Cookie, did you see the clip that I dropped over on Facebook? I dropped a clip on Facebook. It's also on my IG stories. You can watch it at either place. Carmen last week was about to tussle, I believe, with Winter. Winter said something slick about them being a throuple, and you could see it all over her face. I think she said she was in the military, but when Carmen gets pissed, she lets you know it. Like, she stares you in the eye and she really gives you a look like, I will drag your ass across everything. Okay. And this was at Joy's birthday party, but she had a look on her face like she was ready to rumble. And the only person who didn't seem shocked was Irena. Irena looked at that girl like, is she serious? And then in her confessional, she said, she's a low down, dirty bitch. Like, she was like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Ashley kind of looked at her like, oh Lord, is she about to do what I think she about to do? Because that's how tough her face was. She literally was like, if a person can practice intimidating you with their face, she knows how to do it. She did it. Okay. And it looks like in this coming episode on Saturday, she's going to basically say, she's gonna dog the hell out of Joy. I'm just gonna say it. Joy got 2 tough seasons. First, Ashley revealed her secret about being secretly married when she came on her premiere season. She was like, girl, we all know, so get your shit together. And then she finds out that someone she called a good friend or a best friend snaked her. Okay. Carmen is a super snake. Joy is an undercover mean girl. Well, I don't know if she undercover anymore, too. I think it's in the open. Carmen has always been like that. No surprise. She wants to be the leading lady in any situation. Ciao. I want to thank Shonda for donating to the channel. Thanks, boo. She said, Diana, love your content. Keep up the good work. And I appreciate you for blessing the channel, Miss Shonda. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's see what else we got going on. So yeah, from Ready to Love. I never went back and watched that season because so many people had hard things to say about that girl. And I liked her so much, I don't want to change my opinion, child. Okay. Thank you for donating. They were, oh, right. They were competing for, and y'all remember she had blue contacts. I do remember that part. I think she showed up on the season with blue contacts, and Ashley said, oh, blue eyes. Oh, blue eyes over there. Yeah, they were trying to dog her. Well, anyway, even though they all were dogging each other, Ashley, Carmen, and Winter, they're all good right now. And I think Winter addressed it saying, we clash, but we're good friends. We worked it out. For those of us on the outside looking in, Winter, those are 3 personalities that are so vastly different. I don't know how y'all could remain friends for long without this one common denominator, which is how much you guys hate the Silvas, or not the Silvas, excuse me, how much y'all hate the Tylers and the Pettys. So we will see. Typically those friendships fizzle out once you lose your common denominator. I love Carmen. She's cutthroat. She taught me a thing or two. I ain't gonna lie. I started practicing my mean mugging when I saw that shit because I was like, I'm scared through the TV. I'm scared through the TV. That girl is gonna whoop somebody's ass, and she's not playing. She was not playing, not at all. She didn't care the cameras were there or not. She was like, it's happening. Okay. I will drag you in this bitch. Okay. Melody is having some mothers is having someone, I don't know what you're saying. Maybe a Mother's Day event. I think that's what you're saying. Melody is having a Mother's Day event. I don't think it's CK's event. It's not. CK's event is in Washington, D.C., and I believe Melody's event will be in Huntsville. And I saw a flyer for that earlier on the YouTube platform, but I don't know where else it may be. But the Millimeters page on IG usually have everything. So if someone's interested in going over there. Joy keeps it real, and some people don't have tough skin. Again, I like it. I like the show. I do hope they get another season. I understand where Winter is, and I'm not taking anything from her. I respect that she said, you know what? It's not for me. And, I hope that, resolution and peace is had. Let's put it that way. because that's hard too. And that would be for any job. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to walk away from their jobs. Some people got to sit there day in, day out because they have kids to feed, roofs they have to keep over their head. And while they're looking for stuff, it could take a while. I don't watch Love and Marriage DC, so I don't even know the rest of the people, who the rest of the people are that you're talking about, other than Winter from today. Well, maybe I'll give you like a fast and dirty little review of that. I did not review this season, I'm going to be honest. And that is because when I was watching some of the stuff go down online, I was trying to catch up with like, well, what's happening versus what am I watching on TV? And the two weren't coming together in a way that made sense to me. It felt so insanely petty that I actually thought at the beginning that it was a lie and that they were just trying to draw more attention to the show. I didn't realize how serious it was until it was getting toward the end of the season. And I was like, so this shit is real. These are grown folks. And it's still, I don't know. It's just crazy that they're even here. What's up, Review Hour? Come on in, everybody. 573 of you are watching. And make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay. Let's see. I like Joy. She speaks her mind. I like Joy too. I like Joy. She speaks her mind. I know that people don't like, they think that Irena doesn't say much, but I think that Irena watches, and I think that she keeps herself from shouting back because, like I said, Irena looks like she doesn't fight with words. She fights with steel. And I'm not lying. I'm telling you, I've seen Irena before. I've seen people like Irena before. I thought the Mother's Day event would be in Atlanta. Let me look. Hold on one second. I got the flyers. If you're talking about CK's Mother's Day event, I had no idea. Let me see. It says Love and Marriage DC. Let me take this comment down. Washington, D.C. is where that one's going to be, okay? There is something happening in Atlanta with Tamar, but it's not this event. The D.C. event is going to be in D.C. Okay. So let's see. Ashley has some issues. I'm sure she knows that they need to continue to be worked on. Everybody has issues. You know, the funny thing about life, child, is that we all are going to have a problem with somebody at some point, right? We're all going to think everything's great and fall down and have to figure out how to get back up. That is just a repetitive cycle of life. That's what we do all the time. And as long as we can keep getting back up and breathing, we good. We good. Okay. That's the goal every time, to get your ass back up. And that is for everybody. Nobody's going to tell you that they've never fallen before or had a problem with anybody before. It's just that in reality TV, oftentimes people just don't want to live that part of their reality. But we all watch it. We watch it. We may say it's toxic and all of those things, but it is a human experience that we all have all of the time. It is a repetitive thing. He pocketed some of that money. Ooh, child, who pocketed money? What are you talking about? Who? Budgets on OWN are low, which isn't surprising. Well, all of these shows are also new shows, right? DC is new. Detroit is new. They're all new. They got to have some longevity. Love and Marriage Huntsville is their first, show out the franchise that's gotten through their 100 episodes. Now, I don't know what that means. We all thought that it meant that maybe they got some syndication money or a boost or something. We don't know, but they haven't confirmed it. Winter lived through what we all notice, correct abuse of a toxic environment. And we were saying this for years, but we're reaching. Okay. I will say that when Winter came on, I could tell that she had gone through some things. And that's the part that I want her to go back and watch, because sometimes when you're going through stuff, you don't always recognize yourself. You may feel a lot of stuff coming on, being put on your shoulders, but you may not even recognize yourself, because who Winter is, or when she met Yusuf, is completely different from who Winter was in that very first season. It's the same thing that happened with Giselle. Giselle lost her father. And that entire season, especially on the reunion, Giselle was a stone cold bitch. Like, I was like, oh my God, I can't tolerate this woman. But when she got on the show and she said, listen, my father had brain cancer, which we know, just watching someone you love just, deteriorate is hard. And then she had to share that, she lost her father. And just watching her be vulnerable and grab Karen's hand when she was trying to talk about it, I was like, this makes sense. I understand this angry when you are when you're grieving. You're gonna cuss some people out. I don't care what it's for. Can I borrow a spoon? Hell, you're gonna let somebody have it no matter what the conversation. So it just happened to be. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Someone said gizzard. I don't know. Y'all don't play. Nobody gets any sympathy. Y'all like, are you talking about gizzard? Child. Y'all know that girl was going through some stuff. Somebody said gizzard is a bee all the time. Well, she is, but she was especially insufferable this season. Okay. She was especially insufferable this season. And then I had to give her some grace because I said, listen, don't y'all think she was different this season than normal when she was on stage? She was just angry. When she was laughing at Candace, when Candace was crying, she got her little triangle together and she was patting. Child, Gizzard said, ha, 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 laughed in her face and said, you always crying even if the shit ain't about you. That was a little different. Normally she just sits there and looks still, okay? Let's see. What'd you say, girl? Said, I prayed for her. She seemed like she was lost from the beginning. Are you talking about Winter? I'm assuming maybe you're talking about Winter. I don't know. I don't look at what they go through. I look at their character and their morals and how they treat people. Yeah, I hear you. I believe you. I just think that sometimes people can be, what feels like maybe you on 10, on 20. She was on 1,000. So she was especially different. And just to me. But I do understand what y'all are saying. But everybody has a moment. Nobody is safe from that. Candace is childish. Well, Candace will not be here anymore, child. I agree with you, Diana. Thank you, Miss Lady D's. Okay. Giselle is see you next Tuesday, child. You're in timeout. I didn't put you in timeout for real, but girl, you in timeout, okay? Let's see. She's like, that's your fault for reading it, okay? Cookie said, I didn't see anything different about Giselle. Giselle was the same, okay? All right. I understand. Okay, we're gonna move on. All right, let's talk about the cast, child. Let's get this up because I wanted to do some votes. Let's talk about who wasn't there, child. Who was not at the reunion? Or excuse me. Look, Miss Kiki. So I don't know if she's going to be there, y'all. They did not show any pictures of Kiki coming back as a friend of or anything else for this new promo that got rolled out today. Kiki, who had her debut last season, may have been completely cut out for this season. So Kiki had left a little message on her IG stories the other day where she was like, you just watch, you just wait. You think this is the end. It's not. Let's see what else she said. It was a whole thing, child. I probably can find it and post it, but she was upset. And she said, listen, I will be coming back harder than ever. I'm going to get the last laugh. F all of y'all. Well, I thought, well, damn, she must be ready to come back. It turns out she's not coming back. She's out. So that's what it looks like anyway. There has been rumors that she did film, that they tried to bring some closure to the situation between her and Melody. Maybe Tisha didn't want to film with her. I'm not sure. But they said if those scenes do play, it's just going to be a few short scenes, according to people who claim to have insider knowledge. Okay. But outside of that, child, there may be no Kiki. But let's look at the other picks. So let's see. This is the core 6. So typically when we get any type of promo for the new season, we don't always get the new couples to join that core 6 photo. And everybody's back. The core 6 is back. Scott 1 and 2. Then we have Melody, and then we have Martell. They even look like they shrunk Martell. Martell is smaller than Tisha. Look, Look how small he is in this picture. So I'm like, was Martell even in the room? Because he seemed like it seemed like they put him behind them. Because he's not even the same height as Tisha. I'm not sure if everybody was together in this particular picture. What do y'all think? Yeah, now Marceau is sitting down, but Tisha's short, even with heels on. Marceau's sitting down. I also believe that Maurice is sitting down. Martell is standing up, and he appears to be shorter than Tisha. So I thought that was crazy. Uh-oh. Let me see what y'all got to say. Let's see. Why is Martell there at all? In an all-white prom suit, no less. The disrespect of it all. CK, the Lion King, is playing in our faces. Did he promise y'all that he was going to take Martell off the show? Talk to me in the comments. I did not hear that part. I've heard a lot of stories, but I didn't hear that he told anybody he was taking him off of the show. Good evening, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. But let me know what y'all think about this photo, the prom photo. I noticed a lot of people said that everybody is wearing some variation of black and white. Melody has on, is that a silver bodice on the top of her dress? Or is it like a shiny, like a black? Let me know, because I can't really tell. But this is her dress. I think it's black. I think it's all black with white gloves. And y'all know that her mantra, her mission statement for the next year or a couple of years is black or white, no gray. Black or white, no gray. And then everybody is wearing some version of black or white, or black and white, except for Martell, who is dressed like he is a bullfighter, in all white. And he has a look on his face that's weird to me. I don't like it. I don't like a lot of his pictures. I don't know. Not a prom suit, child. Not tomatoes. Let me catch up on these comments. I'm behind. Let's see. I know if they can bring Lion Tisha's ass back, they can bring Kiki back. They can bring Kiki back, because the storyline is only going to be about Melody. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, man. I had to drop my doggone mouse. Okay. Well, the jokes are starting already. Let me put another picture up, but I'm going to keep reading the comments. Hold on. Let me keep reading these comments, because you guys are hilarious, okay? We're getting the chess pieces. Somebody said, CK, the Lion King. Simone said, the imagery of Martell in white and still in the show is despicable. Okay. Black pattern Lester. Okay. Kicking it said, he didn't, but he did pretend that he would address Martell. He would address Martell, made it seem serious. And again, CK gave nothing. Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you for catching me up, child, because I was like, oops, I missed that part. He never said that he was taking them off the show. He just played in your faces. Okay, played in your faces. Tell me, explain that part. Just say it a little more, just to make sure that we clarify things. 661 of you are watching, so make sure that you hit the like button. It looks like leather playing on the lights. Okay. You're talking about the top part of Melody's dress. We knew Carlos wasn't going to take Martell off the show. Okay. All right, child. Somebody said he looked like Benson. Oh, hell. Y'all really going crazy over there. Okay. Let's see. I believe that the men are going to be mini roles. This season is all about the woman. I get that feeling too. Designs and decor. I feel the same way. When I heard that they were taking a women's only trip, no men, I said, uh-oh, they are really trying to have people focus on the relationships between the women and not so much the men, because the men get such a bad rap. Okay. Soul Starts the Music Lover said that Kiki played herself. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I keep saying, I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face, just like I say Melody is smart. I think that Kiki brought her story to the show, and I think that nobody liked her story. And it's unfortunate, but from what she shared about herself, that was the real Kiki. That's what we were getting. And I don't know if she is telling us I am in anger management class. I go off really quickly. I have a hard time controlling my emotions and all this stuff. Everything she did was legit to what she had said about herself. She had that conversation with Melody about being in an anger management class, and the next time we see her at that damn picnic table, she's tossing water in Tisha's face. He's manifesting getting married again. Oh, you think so? You think that's his wedding suit? Little buddy, it's the eyes. The surgery didn't do him any justice. Ooh. Let's see. Something about Kimmy's makeup isn't right. It looks like they stuck this together and they weren't in the same place at the same time. Yeah, that's what I'm just kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if that's the case. Because he just appears to be shorter than Tisha. Nobody's shorter than Tisha. He should actually be taller than all of them. So we'll see. Let's see what else is going on. Let's look at the next pic. I showed y'all Mel in her dress on a scale. This isn't the full look because I do have the floor to bottom, but if you guys saw these pictures a little earlier, I apologize that I cut her off. What do y'all think of Mel's dress on a scale of 1 to 10? Rate it right now. Right now. 1 to 10. What do you think of Mel's entire look, actually? The hair, the gloves, the bodice. 1 being, I don't like it at all, to 10, meaning it's the bomb.com. I really like her look. 711 of you are watching right now, so make sure that you hit the like button. That's all I ask, okay? Kiki played herself with the YouTube antics. Nobody likes Tisha neither. Okay. Let's see. As long as Mel is not filming with the foolish Martell, everything is good. Well, she said a couple of times on her channel, on her IG, she was like, it's never going to happen. So it sounds like this time around, she said she would not be talked into doing shit when it came to Martell. And we shouldn't expect to see any scenes. That's what I'm guessing. Danny said 423213. Let's see. Looks like 10, 10. We get a 6. We got a 7. We got a 7, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10. Okay, people like the look. 9's 10 and an 8. Okay. Someone said it's ill-fitted. You think it's ill-fitted? Someone said it's 1,000, 100,000. She gives it 100,000. 100,000 is well over a 10. So that says to me that y'all like it. All right, the next look. I'm not even going to have y'all rate Martell because I already know it's going to come in shitty. Now, here's the look. Check out Marceau and Tisha. This dress, Tisha actually has a video of her walking, I guess, to the room to take the picture. The dress was the bomb in that video. I give this dress a 10. I give Mel's dress a 10 too. But Tisha's dress is the bomb, a 10. Those sheer black gloves I liked a lot. I give that a 10. Marceau has this little tuxedo or tie on, his bow tie, which he didn't tie. He has this relaxed, dressed up look. On a scale of 1, meaning you hate it, to 10, what do you give it? Okay, Valerie's coming in with the -0. Okay. Uh-oh, you see a nipple. Girl, where? I think that's part of the dress, child. That is hilarious, though. I think they brought Destiny back to be a friend to Martell. She's the only one who was willing to get down and dirty with him. Oh, okay. Let's see. Simone said thumbs down. She wish she had 18 more hands so she can give it more thumbs down, child. Did Tisha's husband get his top teeth fixed? That's a no. There has been no fixing of that man's mouth. I don't know how that story started, but nothing has ever happened. Mel a 10. Rod Daniel said that Tisha Marceau gets a 5. Indigo Girl said 5. Okay. Let's see. Courtney said a 7. That's a high. 8. I'm getting an 8. But for the most part, it is, let's say it probably averages out to about a 5, 6 with the numbers that's coming in. Okay. A 4, a 5, a 3. Oh, okay. Okay. And some people are still giving male numbers, so I probably might be mixing it in. But anyway, oh, damn. Danny said a negative 100. Negative 100, Danny? Tell us how you really feel. Hmm? She said her hubby is a 6. Um, Gladys said that they are God's lady. I'm sorry about that. God's lady said they are both 9s for her. Okay. Someone said that their outfits are, the background is too dark for their outfits. They don't like that part. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen. If you get a chance to see the video where she's walking through, Miss Tisha's walking through to show the full length of her gown and her hairstyle, she's not bad. I didn't think it was that bad. All right, now here we go. We got Scott 2.0. Tisha, or not Tisha, excuse me, Kimmy and Maurice Jefferson Scott. I'm gonna let these numbers roll up. If I had to give it a rating, I don't like anything about Maurice. Maurice wearing black on black is so played out, it's tired. I'll at least give Marceau a point over Maurice for wearing, or excuse me, Martell a point over Maurice for wearing something different. But are you guys rating this for Maurice and Kimmy? I like that. I don't know. I'm going to give Kimmy's dress a 7. I'm going to give Kimmy's dress a 7, and I'm going to say Maurice gets a negative 10 from me. Negative 20. Ah, hell, a negative 100 for Maurice. Kimmy gets a 7. Maurice gets a negative 100. Danny is giving a negative. Danny, 1 million. Danny said, I'm done. I'm getting the angry man faces from Danny. 0. Bland and basic. 0. Nobody likes it. Okay. Kimmy loses. Kimmy and Maurice does not get anything. Someone said that the boobs are lopsided and I don't like anything about either outfit. Okay. Get them off my screen. I am tired. Let's see. They look too stiff, like they're actors with no oomph. Us, nobody wants to give them a number. I think, yeah, people are like, we're giving them nothing. Oh, well, here's another 7. There's one more 7. Queen's Jaja said she's crying tears, child. What the hell is this? Tears, baby. Somebody said the gloves are 0. The gloves are a 0. The unfinished wrinkled gloves look plastic. Yeah, those gloves are giving. They're looking cheap. That's what they're looking. They're giving cheap. Yep, that's what I said. The fingers on her gloves look very cheap. Yeah. She paired them up the wrong way. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate you, child. Woo. Thank you for blessing the channel. Girl. Okay, let's get to the next one, child. This is fun. Let's talk about Stormy and Courtney. People said it looked like Courtney had lost weight because of this photo right here. And then I read a comment on my Facebook group, which was hilarious. Someone said, no, she just hiding his stomach. Someone said, no, she's just hiding his stomach. And she's not lying. But what do you give the look? Stormy is wearing a new wave or new age mullet. Let me put this up so y'all can get a better look. Stormy's wearing this like new age mullet, got a little ponytail, and it's draped over the shoulder. And then her dress looks like it could be a velvet with like a white sheer tail on the side. She also has like some beading, like a little jewelry there. And then she's wearing some nicer gloves, child. Those gloves don't look anything like the gloves Kimmy had on. So on a scale of 1 to 10. Also, so I didn't give y'all a rating. I'm gonna give Stormy's look. I like the leg. Let me take that comment down real fast because it gives Stormy a little length action. So I like the leg. I give her dress an 8, and I also give Courtney an 8. So what do y'all give? Let's see. Looks like he was photoshopped, in my opinion. Okay. Her hair should be pinned up. Kimmy and Maurice. Kimmy gets a 6. Maurice gets a 3. Okay, some votes are, some people are still rating that. Teresa says a 10. Is this a 10 for Stormy and Courtney? Okay, this is good. Good. Okay, guys, 818 of you are watching, so go ahead, make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, please and thank you. Please and thank you. It looks like they were shooting for the same aesthetic, RHOA, that they had for season 12. Everybody was dressed in black, but RHOA did it better. Really? Sometimes people hit and sometimes people miss. I actually like their look. Kimmy gets a 5. People now the ratings are coming in for Maurice. Let me get all the way down here to Stormy. Stormy said they edited her pic. Oh, really? So this isn't accurate? I did read something that she had made a post and she said, I'm glad I brought my own photographer. That's what she said. So this is clearly the show's photographer. And then this is the other dress that she had posted on her channel. And I actually, on her IG, and I actually like this look. I like the pose. I like all of it. I like the way Courtney looks. I like the bracelets around her glove. The earrings, it's all giving bomb for me. I give this a 10. Okay. Let's see. Someone said 2. Simone, is that for Stormy, or is that for I could be off. Hold on. Hold on. Someone said an 8, an 8 and an 8. An 8. Stormy gets a 7. Stormy gets a 0. Husband gets a 2. -0. This is not how the dress looks. So it looks like she got on something different. Like her dress and Mel's dress almost look similar when you look at this part of the bodice. Because didn't Mel have the same thing? Wait a minute. Right. Look, hers is black. And then she got the white tail on the side with the high slit. I think they had something similar. Maybe that's why she had to switch it up. Maybe that's why she had to have this part of her dress, or she switched into another dress, because I think this is almost the damn same. Anyway, let's see. Stormy is a pretty woman, but she always looks like she is smelling poo. Where in Stormy going with that money? Where is she going with the mullet? That's a new look. A lot of people wear those mullets, child. I'll have her hubby as a 5. Okay. All right. Courtney is a 9 and Stormy is a 0. -9, my bad. -9, -0. All right now, child. She ain't that bad, is she? Damn. That is crazy. Okay. Let's see. Queen's Jaja. Listen, thank you, babe. Thank you for blessing the channel. I really appreciate you. Let me get my going to the bank, child. Thank you for blessing the channel. Listen, we got to keep it rolling in. Okay. All right, let's get to the next picture. Who are we showing? I did Stormy. Now we are about to do the Fletchers. The Fletchers. What do y'all give the Fletchers? Nell and Chris. Typically, 2 of the best dressed people on the show. Like they are always Gucci down to the socks, okay? That's not mine. That's Biggie Smalls. Gucci down to the socks. Chris Fletcher and wife Nell Fletcher, they love to dress up. And this is what they are giving us. Chris has on this black tuxedo shirt, and I think he has on a white vest with a white bow tie. On a scale of 1, hated it, to 10, bless it. What do you give it? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Bad Apple's giving some points. She said, I love Tisha's look. The sheer gloves were everything. Okay, so more points for Tisha. Chris and Nell. We got Chris is a 9 and Nell is a 4. Wow, really? I like Nell's dress. I don't like her gloves though, but I do like the dress. I think that she looks nice. I'm giving both of them a 10. Fletcher's look average, 7 and 7. Okay. Nail looks stuffed, like she's not comfortable. Really? Really? Cookie gave it a 10. B gave it a 10 and a 10. A 9. Okay. An 8 for the Fletchers. Someone said they look real nice. 9, 8 for both of the Fletchers. 4 out of 4. 4 and 4. A 7. Child. Y'all ain't playing with these people. Courtney looks better than Stormy. Stormy is an 8. Or excuse me, Courtney is an 8. Stormy is a 7. The Fletchers are a 10. 10. Okay. Simple works over overdoing it. I think that's what she meant. It was what most of the cast does. Okay. I actually, listen, I thought that it was a nice, simple look for them because they do get so dressed up. But I thought the details, especially for Chris, was really nice. Him doing the white vest, shirt, and bow tie, I thought was pretty popping. Okay. If that's all you could do is black or white, I thought that they did a good job. I would have preferred a different look for Nell's gloves, but I'm cool. I'm cool. I like it. 6 out of 6 for the Fletchers. An 8, a 10. All right. Let's get to the next one. Well, let me read this one first. Chris is a 10. He looks sharp. Nell is classic. I will give her an 8.5. So Chris is a 10. Nell is an 8.5. All right, let's get to the next look, y'all. I think we got their look. I think on average, they probably rank like an 8.5 for the group, considering everybody's points. So somewhere like an 8.5 and 8.75 for Chris and Nell Fletcher. Now we have a new couple, child. Check this out. This is a new couple to Martell Huntsville. We all thought that it may be Sunny and Moses, but it is not. But I was told to keep an eye on Sunny, Moses, and Destiny. From what I'm understanding, they're going to give us a little something. What I was told was watch out for the fish in the fish tank. So Stormy is not, or excuse me, not Stormy. Sunny is not on the show. Sunny and Moses, it doesn't look like have a place on the show. Maybe they have a small part, but they will not be a part of, I guess, the main part of the scenes or a friend of. We do have Ken and Trisha. Ken and Trisha, this is their black and white look. They are going to be the new couple for the show. For what it sounds like, this is going to be a blue collar couple. It sounds like Ken is a truck driver, and I don't know exactly what Trisha does, but she might do some business. And they're looking into the camera, and they're Huntsville. From what I'm understanding, they are from Huntsville. So we get to see them in this upcoming episode. Let me ask first, are you guys excited about the new couple? Let's start that with the vote first before we get into voting for their clothes. It looks like I already started voting. Somebody said 0. Are y'all serious? Now, this is really a basic black and white look, right? This is very, I'm going to agree. I don't want to be too harsh on Ken and Trisha, but I do feel like I saw this at my junior prom. I do feel that way. Okay. Someone said that Martell is a 7. This is a rating. Rose said 4 for them both. Okay. New couple 4. New couple 4. Erica 4. Ooh, kicking it with Courtney said 3.5, baby. I can't even give you the other half. 5. A 5. Okay. A 5. Another 5. Okay. 6 for Stormy. Her hair and dress looks white, like she just tucked in her skirt. Oh, okay. Somebody said that was me. I said that this brother looked like Eddie Levert. And then someone said he might be related to Eddie from Bessemer. So on the Facebook group, somebody said, Diana, who does he look like? I said he looks like Eddie Levert, okay, from the OJs. Forever Mine. Okay. That's the first thing I heard when I saw his face. When I see people's faces, I think music, and I started thinking the OJ's Forever Mine as soon as I saw it. And I will be singing it every time he comes on screen. Okay. Let's see. Some people said I'm not even voting. No, no, no. Oh, maybe you're saying that no, you're not excited about the new couple. Okay, so people are saying they're not excited about the new couple, but Designs and Decor said she was. So a lot of people said that they're not. Okay, that's even too. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I'm hoping that they had an opportunity to watch the last 7 seasons or 6 seasons so that they don't walk in here ass blind. I hope they watched these seasons and they knew what they were getting into. There's nothing like a person who doesn't watch the show and just come walking in, child. Watch the show. I like his 9 wish. I wish you could see her from the front. Yeah, we can't really see her dress. That's true. Okay, new couple, 4 and a 6. Got it. Got it. All right then. Let's see. The last couple, the woman looks like she can be Stormy's cousin. Oh, you think so? I would like a forward-facing picture as well. Someone said, "Are they friends of Stormy?" That's not what I heard. I heard that they are coming on just to bring some neutrality to the group because people are so clicked up. So they're trying to bring in some couples that are neutral. I'm excited about the new couple. Come on, y'all. No, let's stop trying to cheerlead people into being excited, child. Leave them people alone. Let them have their feelings, okay? Hey, Gwen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. We need a new man to check those bands, okay? The BAN, Bish Ninjas. Um, Hi, Miss Rozay. Hey, I'm just saying. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see. We got a quote here. CK said at the podcast in January that changes would be made, lied in our faces as if something wouldn't be done, as if something would be done to Hotel after Melody said she thought they would protect her and after he was arrested. Well, we're going to see what happens next. Mel said that she did not film with him. At least she made up some communications about I told them I wasn't filming. It's never going to happen. So I don't think that happened. So we're going to see what plays out. Apparently, let me read y'all the storyline. This is what I got off of one of the pages. I heard that they're friends of Martell. Oh, did you really? Okay. I did not hear that. I heard that they were just brought in as a neutral couple, but it could be possible. The stories fly, child. Love and Marriage Huntsville has proven to be disappointing in the past. Therefore, I will have a wait and see approach. A wait and see approach. No, not Moses and Sonny. Nope, Moses and Sonny are not. I mean, from what they are going to be on the show, we know that she is on the girls' trip. She is going to have a moment with Destiny. That is going to happen. Now we have to see. Let me read y'all the synopsis for the season, if that's the proper way of saying it. Synopsis for the season. So about the new season, Martell faces legal problems. So I guess he's going to talk about what happened with the revenge P. A lot of people have been asking that this conversation be had. It definitely will not be had with Melody in the room. If Melody does discuss it, it's going to be on her, on her camera time outside of Martell is what it's what it's looking like. So Martell may be talking about it from his side. Melody is going to be talking about it from her side. And for the first time, this conversation will be coming to the platform officially. Because a lot of people have been saying, oh, they discussed it in season 4 and it happened in season 1. It's never been discussed on the show, but now he's going to be talking about the legal trouble. Stormy and Courtney, let's get their picture back up. Where's Stormy and Courtney? Nope, that's not them. I'll put up the cute photo. Stormy and Courtney discover an unexpected love triangle. Is Stormy in a throuple? An unexpected love triangle as they reconnect with old friends. So what does that mean? So one of them have a friend that they used to date before, and they're going to come into the show or the scene. They all have a case. As long as Dusty's ass ain't coming back. Well, Let's read Destiny's part, child, because she does have a scene. Check this out. She has a little blurb about her season. Here's Destiny. Going ahead and rate Destiny's dress since she's up here. We just rated the new couple, Ken and Trish. This is Destiny's look. I ain't gonna lie, I don't hate Destiny's look. The way she has that little sheer number tied around the back, coming from her breast and tying around her neck like a halter. Love it. I actually like her gloves too. Her gloves are the black sheer. And then on the side, it looks like she might have like a heavy black bracelet. Love it. Love the long hair. Like the shoes too. I'm giving Destiny a 10. And y'all know how I feel about Destiny. Okay. But for the look, I like it. Okay. So Destiny's synopsis, what's reading for her is Destiny returns with a splash with a splash. Destiny returns with a splash. So that means that she got a little drama right up front to confront her ex-boyfriend, who is now married to the former producer of the show. So she will be coming back to confront specifically these two right here, Moses and Sunny. And if you can see Sunny's belly, this was a snapshot from, I captured it from a video. Moses and Sunny are on the beach. Moses had his hand around Sunny's waist, and then he lifted up her belly, lifted up her shirt so that you can see she has a little pregnancy bump. So it looks like she is pregnant, y'all. Whew. Looks like she's pregnant. So I am seeing this for Destiny. Destiny gets a 9. She gets a 7 for her dress. A 9, a 7. Someone else gave Destiny a 9. She's getting a score. Another 7. Let's see. UCCs have given Carlos his storylines. Don't let him play, y'all. Well, child, what do we do? Whether we give them to Carlos or not, they seem to be acted out by the damn cast. They take them too. So they listen to us and they take those storylines as well. She is a beautiful woman, but got the little green face going on. Let's see. They thought that it was worth bringing her back. Well, what I was told, a little birdie told me, that we need to keep our eye on Sunny, Destiny, and Moses for this season. Especially Moses is what they're saying. Especially Moses. Keep your eye on Moses. So I'm going to be looking. I'm going to reserve my comment until I see. Okay. My degree is real from Canada. Are you from Montreal? Manufactured storyline serving in season 7. Manufactured. Who is the new couple friends of? They better not be a follow without a voice. Interesting. I was told that there was someone that was engaging someone on IG, but again, this is all alleged, so I don't know. The gloves on Nell and Mel are overkill in my opinion. They needed jewelry on their arms or accessories instead. Kimmy, okay. Destiny gets an 8. Okay, a lot of people love Destiny's dress, child. I love it. Destiny does have a pretty dress. So that's number 1. Y'all remember last time Destiny had that reunion dress, she busted out the ass. She had that beading on it and it came apart. So she redeemed herself with this black dress right here. Destiny's, her prior dress, her reunion dress was a hot ass mess. She said she made it work, but it was a mess. Oh, okay. So I'm reading that we need to keep our eye on Trisha too. Okay, well, Trisha and Sunny and the other one. Is Trisha giving it her all for her her season debut? Destiny is giving grandma to me. Is she really? Oh Lord. Okay. Let's see. We can barely see their look because of the black background. It happens, child. Sorry, y'all. I like the look though. Let's see. And then I just told y'all that Moses was pregnant, or Moses was pregnant. Sunny and Moses are pregnant. Sunny and Moses are pregnant. So that was interesting. All right, that's all my photos. Let me come back up here. Let's see. I talked about Destiny's storyline. She returns with a splash to confront Moses and her former producer, because y'all know that Sunny used to produce Destiny's storyline. She was her storyline producer. And so she gets to confront them. They said, meanwhile, let's get back up to this one right here. Letitia and Marceau struggle with the pros and cons of working with family on Maurice and Kimmy's new investment property. So Kimmy and Maurice have an investment property, and Tisha and Marceau are going to have conflict with them, is what they're saying. And then Melody's storyline, what is she giving us? Melody takes the ladies away to a tropical island to work on their friendships where everyone's past come to a head. That is going to be the biggest part of Melody's storyline. So what do y'all think? Look at the title. Let me put this back up. At the very top in the chandelier, it says, all will be revealed. That's what they're saying right now. All will be revealed for this next or upcoming season on May 4th. And y'all know that we are going to be talking about it every Saturday like we did before. Saturday night, channel is going to be up and we are going to be yip yapping, okay? So come over and let me know what y'all think about all of it. Martell is dressed like he's going to a middle school prom. Child, he got that for free. Woo. Let's see. I hate Melody's storyline. It minimizes her to a mediator. Well, she had some, some problems with people too. She left the reunion stage with her and Stormy, not in the best of places. I don't know if she had any real drama with Marceau and Tisha. I think that went okay for the most part. But the female friendships, it was Stormy, and then we know that her and Destiny aren't on great terms. So she'll probably have a little bit of something going on between her and Destiny and her and Stormy. What's up, Gwendolyn? Welcome, welcome, welcome. They icing my girl out because, be for real, that's all they got. A trip. Mel's a big boss. Well, we also have the arrest. If Martell's talking about it, Melody will more than likely talk about it too. That would be my guess. They're just not making it, her storyline. But I would assume that if he's talking about it, she may be also talking about it. But I don't know, because it's one of those things. It's in court, so we'll have to see what she has to say. Let's see. I meant Destiny don't like the shoes. Don't like Destiny shoes. Okay. Let's see. ADR said, Tisha's the best I've ever seen her dress. She gets a 7. She looks a little like Mahalia Jackson. Really? But that's better than Fiona. Okay. That's true. That is better than Fiona. Did Kimmy change her makeup artist? You think so? Let's look at Kimmy again. You're talking about in this photo. You think that Kimmy looks a little older? Well, Kimmy's been losing weight, so her body's been going back and forth with weight changes. Sometimes she gain a little, sometimes she lose a little, and that can cause a little, it can cause the fat in your face to sag and kind of puff up every once in a while. That's what happens when you have that back and forth weight loss. Tight pants, Marty, he gets a 0. Love that look for sis, 8 out of 8. I agree that Martell's suit looks cheap with the cloth buttons. Oh, he had cloth buttons too? Damn, y'all be catching everything. Oh, you're talking about on the jacket. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Dusty's look is a 0. I guess all the money they received for doing jobs brought those outfits except Mel. She is fabulous, allegedly. I guess all the money they received for doing jobs bought those outfits, except Mel. She's fabulous. And then you said allegedly. Kimmy's makeup artist, I think I already told you that. You said makes her look older. I agree. Okay. All right, y'all. This is really it. So I just wanted to come on and give y'all that little talk. Everything else seems to be cool. Cool. There is news that Martell has a girlfriend, apparently. He's dating someone else. I don't know if that is going to show. I don't guess it'll show on the season, but maybe it could show in how he engages and communicates, where he doesn't seem like he's so obsessed. But there is a report coming from True T's channel where she showed a picture of the woman and everything. And she said that this man is in a whole ass relationship with someone new. Now, I reported yesterday that Martell was seen in Tunica, Mississippi at checking into a hotel at a casino. And the person who sent me the news said that her aunt and uncle, they're big time gamblers. Her aunt is. And so she said she watches the show every Saturday night. LAMH Huntsville is one of her favorite. And as soon as she saw Martell, she knew exactly who he was. But he did not want to be recognized. And he kind of, he smiled. He did say it was him, but he just wanted to go on about his business. So I don't know. A lot of people are like, well, he couldn't have been at the game. Some people started giving information like it's only 3 hours away from Huntsville. He definitely could have gone to the game and to the casino. And True T is saying she believes that Martell probably was there with a woman. So I have close family from there. Let me find out. Okay, Kim, you find out for us, okay? Where's Waldo? Okay, so that's it, y'all. I'll take this down. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Martell is giving Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince. Pretty much. So, okay. So we've been on for a little while, about an hour and a half. I'm actually going to come back tomorrow because I still need to finish up my review for Potomac. I didn't talk about it. I could talk about it now, hell, just to finish it out. Why not? Let's see. Like her or hate her, Mel is truly the leading lady. She inspires them all. That's true. She's come a long way, child. We've seen a lot of growth. Let's see. Chris is a 10. Nails dressed is too tight. Let me see if I have a video for Potomac. So I said, why not? Yeah, why not? Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac real fast. I should have something. Let me see. Potomac. Here we go. Okay. So let's talk about the Potomac. If you guys watched the reunion, it was a good reunion. I think the second episode of the reunion was absolutely amazing. Giselle's complaint, her number one complaint is that she's not vulnerable enough. Giselle has gone through a lot of shit in her life. And she actually was locked up. She had to be hospitalized after her divorce with her ex-husband, the preacher, the pastor holy whore. She did get herself locked up after that little incident for a couple of weeks. And that's why her dad and her children were so absolutely against her trying to reunite with Jamal. They did not want it to happen because they knew how that woman had declined after that she broke up with him. So she keeps a lot of her life secret. And at this point, she really a lot doesn't stick to Giselle. She just kind of keeps quiet and let people do whatever and say whatever. But she is mean. I don't want to take anything from her. Giselle is mean as hell. She is mean and she does not care. She will say what she wants to say. She will do what she wants to do. There was 2 conversations that was had on this show that I thought was interesting. One was the colorism conversation. Candace makes it a point. She attempted to apologize to Robin because Robin had taken it very personally that Candace said, Giselle is privileged. She sits there with her white ass skin. This is a quote from her. She sits there with that white ass skin and she is privileged. She works her white privilege. She says whatever she wants to say, does whatever she wants to do, tears down families. That has been a complaint against Giselle since the day she started on this show. Let's see. Karen and Giselle are old, messy, nasty women. And they are not examples for daughters. I don't think we should be seeing any of these women, not Karen, not Giselle, or any of the rest of them, especially not Mia, child. Mia, We shouldn't really even look at them as examples for anyone except their own children. Their own children seem to be okay. And that's all you can really do at this point. But everybody, like I said, has a walk in life. People fall. Everybody falls. Everybody gets themselves into some shit. It just isn't aired on TV. That's it. So they're letting their stuff air on TV and they're making their money. Candace has this conversation with Giselle about, colorism and saying that she basically benefits from it. And for whatever reason, Robin takes it very, very personally. She ends up crying on stage saying, I've never had anyone say those things to me in my life. And it was funny because no one said them to her this time either. Candace was point blank talking to Giselle, and Robin took the hit for whatever damn reason. I don't know. And the colorism conversation also has been a conversation, a topic since season 1 of this show. We got 5 light-skinned women. Katie used to be on the show, 6. So there's a lot of light-skinned women on this show. And the conversation is going to be had when you put a dark-skinned woman on the show and she seems like she's getting her ass kicked by the light-skinned girls. That's just what it is. And if they don't want those conversations to be had by the public, by the fans, they need to have them internally so that people will know where they're coming from, but they never do. Anyway, I feel like Robin was lying. I don't think that she would have actually started crying as hard as she did unless somebody said something to her in the past. At least with Giselle, I can actually tell she's Black. With Robin, she is very much white passing. And if she didn't tell me, I would not know that Robin is white. Or excuse me, is Black. That's how I feel. Sorry. Hope I didn't offend anybody. It wasn't meant to offend. It's just that she does have very fair skin. And it's really crazy that she's never heard this conversation before, that nobody's ever had that conversation with her. It's weird to me. Her mother, who is also very fair, she just seems like she's such a straightforward person when she's talking to Robin. So it's just, I don't know. I didn't like it. Let's see. Someone said she was squeezing out those tears, in my opinion. It was pretty ugly. You ain't lying. I definitely was like, what the hell is going on with Robin? Why is she crying this hard about some shit that didn't even happen to her? Let's see. Candace told no lies. Giselle appears to have been brought up with that white adjacent attitude. And her dad was Giselle's father was very much a part of the civil rights movement. And that's what's really wild about it. But Giselle really gets, she'll get back in your face. Bravo and Andy don't care, and the OC and NY girls are proof. That's true. I've said that from the beginning. And I said it this time too, because he almost screamed at Robin when she was crying. He was like, Robin, he really got frustrated. I'm trying to end this conversation. So you could tell. Let's see. I hope that the new couple is not Martell's friends. We don't need any more of his friends. It would have been better. I hope it isn't either. I don't think that it'll fare well for any of them. It would have been better if they had already introduced her early into the show. Introduced to? Who are you talking about? Either way, Robin is gone. I agree, Diana, about Robin. The fact that Robin was crying and as hurt as she was and ended her entire friendship felt just really off-putting. Also, she lied. She was like, I can't believe you would feel I was coming for your husband. And then on the very same show, within minutes, she starts talking about Chris. Chris, that wasn't your penis. That wasn't you who sent the photos. Are you talking about her husband or are you not? Like, I don't know. Robin, I'm happy she's gone. I'm not a Robin fan. I'm not going to lie. Robin isn't being honest with you. People are seeing the truth and trying to school you from what's really happening. She ended up saying by the end of it that her and Juan have been together for almost 26 years. She's not leaving him. He's not leaving her. She doesn't care what anyone thinks. And if she would have said that at the beginning of the season, I think we all would have respected it more. It just would have made better sense, but she tried to keep it going. Lady D said that she is not a Robin fan. I agree, child. Let's see. My grandmother used to pass, and she was born in 1892. My grandmother was very fair skinned with weird color eyes, like a hazel green. It was a really weird color, and all of her sisters and brothers the same. Um, my grandfather was very dark skinned. These are my mother's parents, by the way. My father also very fair. And there are Black people with blue eyes, green eyes, you name it, in my family, light skin, dark skin. It is a plethora. These women, for all of the women in Potomac to show up as one color was weird from the very beginning. I'm just not sure how they even cast it like that. But in season 1, Giselle and Robin were hard on Katie about saying that she wanted to be referred to as biracial. I remember the show. I do. And again, so that just shows you that Robin is a damn liar, because how are you going to get on somebody else about what they want to be referenced as and then say, no one's ever said this in my life? You don't look Black. Get out of town. But anyway, Candace was very honest in saying, I've always had open conversations growing up. I am very comfortable with talking about race and colorism and color. I did not realize that these ladies weren't. I know that now. And she apologized, and that's all you can do. And that was one of the times that I thought Candace stood up and stood in the shit, right? Like, if you can't take it, then I get it. I'm sorry. I had no idea. And I apologize for hurting your feelings. It wasn't my intention. And Robin really did not want to accept her apology. She said no. And then she went on to attack her husband. So I'm happy that she showed her true colors. The new couple is from Huntsville. I'm sure they are Martell's friends. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Robin shouldn't be gone alone this time. Oh, Robin should have been gone a long time ago. So you're saying, I think that Giselle, because Giselle has a really good relationship with the producers and Andy, I think that Giselle saved her job a couple of times. One of the things that Robin was really pissed at Candace about is because Candace said, I think she should be fired. And Robin kept saying, you came for my job, and basically, I need this job. And it turns out she may not be here anyway. But that was to her own doing. Unfortunately, Mia outdid her this season. Mia literally came in and said, I don't care what we're talking about. You can ask me any question. I'll tell you anything. Ink thinks that my oldest son is his and not my husband's. And that is about as low as it gets. And she said it without blinking. Even when Karen was like, we shouldn't be talking about this, she was like, it's my conversation. I can talk about whatever I want. I haven't watched Potomac. Chris should have told Robin, until Juan comes and sits behind you, don't ask him another question. She did get a little hoity-toity. I agree. I watched the first episode and the last episode of the reunion. You did? I think we got one more episode left. You watched the first and second episode. Let's see. Robin is a pretty woman. I think Robin's pretty. I just think that she has a lot of hangups. She couldn't say anything. She couldn't say it in the beginning, but she was too busy deflecting on other people's business. She always do. That's always been her storyline. She'll tell you anything about anybody else's business. She'll make up stories about other people's business. She won't tell her own. Allegedly, and in my opinion, Martell hasn't had because he doesn't have a place for them to stay. Okay. That is the way the babies in my family, they all have green and blue eyes. Yep. There's a mix of people in my family. And I said that to say that we all talked about, it was a very free conversation to talk about race and color and how people presented and what people thought. And if somebody was like, oh, I love you, blah, 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 with the light-skinned children, there was an adult in the house who said, don't do that shit. Like, literally, don't do that. Don't try to make this one feel bad by playing this one up because of their hair texture or their eye color or something else. It was beat into us not to do it. So, some people, again, we're all raised different, child. Robin was fired, and that is why she was crying, because that money train is done. Facts. Then yeah, you ain't lying about that shit. That's true. So the other storyline that I really liked or enjoyed was the one about Mia. Mia told pretty much everything. I don't think anybody else had anything to say, but Mia talking about how long she had been dating Ink, basically saying that she knows that her son belongs to Gordon because she had an IUI, which is a, uh, um, IVF procedure, or a form of IVF. It's in vitro. And anyway, she said that she had IUI with that child, and so it couldn't be Ink's. She also said that Gordon was basically broke, always been broke, or mishandling his money. And then she said something really stupid when Giselle and Robin started laying in on her, like, why are you leaving Gordon again? Is it because he's lost all of his money? Is it because he's too old? Is it because, Ink is younger? They were really being nasty. And she sat there with a big smile on her face. And she said, no, it's because Gordon just started waking me up at 4 in the morning and being real mean to me and nasty to me. And I'm like, dude. And I was like, Mia, you've been honest this entire time about a lot of shit, but that was the biggest lie ever. I don't care if that man woke you up at 4 in the morning. No one gets divorced because their husband woke them up at 4 in the morning. If you want to say that you've always been in love with Ink, it was really easy to pick up that relationship once you realized that Gordon, was going belly up, or that he was sick, because he might be sick. According to the way the show ended, he said, I have something to tell everybody. And we know that he will be moving across the street from Mia. He may be sick. But she lied when she was trying to give her reason why and make it seem like she was the money maker. She literally left the strip club and she becomes a business manager, all because of Gordon. Get the hell out of here. Let's see. I don't blame her. Why answer Giselle? You don't blame Mia? Is that what you're saying? No, I don't believe that. So yeah, Mia, I didn't buy Mia's story when she said that. I thought that Mia was lying. Mia was lying. Yeah, Mia is a liar. In fact, I cringed like, ooh, that can't be true. You have kids with this man. Um, you're not, give me a break. I don't care. Nobody gets divorced for that. He was just being mean. I would rather you say that you've been having problems the whole time. It just didn't work out for y'all. Mia and Gordon said that she had married him for the money. He did, but he also knew that. I'm not even going to give Gordon a pass, because Gordon knew when he married that girl 30 years old, 30 years younger than him, that he was going to have to break her off something, period. And he did. He gave her whatever she wanted. And even when he realized, I'm sick, I have prostate cancer, I'm not going to be able to please you, or whatever these things are, he said, I would rather keep you, so go find a new relationship. And then he gave her the rules. Don't bring it around the kids, and don't whatever the other rule was, shit, don't fall in love, whatever. She picked right up where she left off, with a man she knew was still in love with her, and it gives me the impression that that relationship was going on the entire time. Mia never stopped it. He knew she was a gold digger, if that's what you want to call it. I just call it, he just was making his payments like he was supposed to. He was married. He was married. She was cheating with him. She said that she used to be the girlfriend on the trips with the wives. She said that he was a part of a golf group, and they would all go and bring their wives, and all the girlfriends would be in one hotel, and the husbands and wives would be in another, and they would just go back and forth between each other, kind of like Wendy Williams was doing, or Wendy Williams' husband, Kelvin, was doing with her and someone else. What do you think about the interview? Gwen, I talked about Winter a little while back, so you can rewind it and listen to that whole conversation, but go listen to it. I did talk about all of it. Let's see. Mia said that she had her own money from inheritance. I don't know how much of that I believe. I don't know how much of that I believe. She said that 3 grandparents kicked the bucket at the same time, and she was able to get money. Okay. But yeah, that's it. Those were the only two scenes that I really thought was a big deal. Everything else was pretty regular schmegler. Nothing big at all. But that's it, y'all. I've been on for almost 2 hours, so it's getting late. It's a school night. It's 10:13. I'm gonna wrap it up, but we'll talk again. I want to finish up Potomac. And yeah, any additional news show up about LAMH Huntsville, we'll definitely be discussing it. We still got the trailer. They got to drop the trailer for the new season. And I'm going to tell you, Carlos King was definitely popping his collar like the new season of Huntsville is going to be the shit. So we'll see. But as soon as that trailer come out, we're going to be talking about it. And that's it. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on my IG page. Follow me on Facebook. If y'all have any tea to drop, y'all can send it to me at my email address or send me a message on IG. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for blessing the channel. Everybody who blessed the channel, I appreciate y'all. Who else? Thanks to all of my moderators who always do a great job for showing up for me and making sure that the chat stays tight and happy and laughing. And yeah, that's it. I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.